What is up guys, Johnny Cooper64 here with another YouTube video, and it's been more than a month since Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time was released, and I gotta say it is definitely my top 3 favorite Crash game in the series. Super hard and fun, and I still got a lot of gems to collect in the game. And with the game being very successful on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and it being Activision, you know they're gonna re-release the game on the new gen consoles for the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Right. Well, I got some great news for the people who are buying the new consoles and are eager to play the Crash Bandicoot games. Both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X will include Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy, and CTR Nitro through backwards compatibility. PS5 is having 99% of the PS4 games transferable day one on the PS5, and I can assume that the Xbox is doing the exact same thing since I know that they're more known for their backwards compatibility, which is great news because I thought we'd have to wait for like months until it becomes available to download on the PS5 or Xbox Series X, and I was going to keep my PS4, but knowing that every PS4/Xbox One game is transferable to the next consoles right away, I can easily just give the PS4 to my father. And by the way, for those who might be clueless, these games are backwards compatible on digital and disc, so you can just insert your PS4 disc on the PS5 and play it right there, or download it digitally if you had it on the PS4. Same with Xbox. But of course, now knowing this, is there any new enhancements that will be included in these games when playing it on the PS5? Well, lots of PS4 games on the PS5 won't have enhancements. They'll just be like if you were playing it on the old gen consoles. But what about the Crash games? Well, here's the thing on that. The PlayStation and Xbox stores updated the Crash game description to show that they're going to be on the new consoles. To play this game on the PS5, your system may need to be updated to the latest system software. Although this game is playable on PS5, some features available on PS4 may be absent. And that was for Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, and it's basically the exact same thing for CTR Nitro and the Insane Trilogy. So it doesn't really show us that there's enhancements, just confirming that it's playable on the PS5 if you still had a bit of doubt. But you might have seen a couple weeks ago that Nitro got updated on October. Last time it was updated, it was back in April, I think. Wow, it's been so long since the Grand Prix were over. Can you believe that it's the same year that the Rustland Grand Prix came out? And by the time I'm making this video, it's the 1-year anniversary of the Circus Festival Grand Prix. Jesus, holy shit. But back to the main topic. You probably thought that there might be a slight chance that CTR got new content, right? Well, sadly, no. But the update was 6 GB, a bit suspicious, and the update history just says that it was for bug fixes. With it being so close to the launch of the next gen consoles, we can assume that this is an update patch that includes enhancements for the PS5 with the inclusion of online, where from what I can tell, you'll be able to play with PS4 players, which is probably a reason they had to update it, along with the game being in possibly 4K and 60 frames per second. This is just a guess since the update was 6 GB, which is, pretty big, but we don't know what it was. Now for Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy, the game is going to be enhanced as well with 4K 60 frames per second or more, since the game is included in the PS Plus collection, where if you have PlayStation Plus, you will get the following games for free on PS5, this list being the PlayStation exclusive games such as Bloodborne, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Infamous Second Son, Ratchet & Clank, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, Until Dawn, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and then we have third-party games such as Batman Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Crash Bandicoot The Insane Trilogy, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy XV, Monster Hunter World, Mortal Kombat X, Persona 5, and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. And you can keep it as long as you want. Well, as long as you have PS Plus, of course, which sounds like a good deal to me, honestly, especially since it shows here PS4 games redeemed from the PlayStation Plus collection and played on the PS5 console will see benefits such as increased loading speed and improved or more stable frame rates with PS5's game boost. So the Insane Trilogy will have more frames per second and other enhancements as well. And not only is this great since it's free, this will bring lots of new fans to the Crash Bandicoot series. Since many will just buy probably one PS5 game and PS Plus at launch, they'll get these free games right away and play them. One of them being the Insane Trilogy. And upon liking how challenging it is, they'll get into the other Crash games, giving more sales to Crash Bandicoot 4 and Nitro, which is basically a win-win for all of us. And I guess knowing since the Insane Trilogy will have an enhancement boost, we can definitely assume that Nitro with that update that we got will have the same thing. Now I do think despite Crash 4 already being backwards compatible, it most likely won't have enhancements knowing how Activision is. They'd re-release it on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X with these new boxes, with probably DLCs or other stuff in there included and a boost enhancement, since they're doing the exact same thing with Call of Duty, where if you buy buy the PS4/Xbox One edition of Call of Duty, you can play it on the PS5, but you will not receive enhancements for the game. It will be just like if you were playing it on the, PS4 or Xbox One X, or whatever the fuck it, the Xbox are called. You'd have to buy the PS5 edition, and the same with the Xbox Series X. And Xbox is way more confusing actually, since the boxes are very similar. And Activision knew what they were doing actually, since the customers, or most likely the parents during the holidays when they're buying their gifts and everything, will get confused and buy the old gen one since their boxes are so similar. And then when they know that they bought the old one and did not receive the enhancements, they'll go and buy the new gen one, unable to return the open one, so it's more money for Activision, which is actually not a good move. I mean, it's a smart move, but not a good move, since other companies aren't doing that. Since other companies are doing where if you buy the PS4 edition, you get the free PS5 enhancement like right away, but not with Activision. So knowing this, they'll probably do something similar with Crash 4 since it just came out. But we can be sure that the Insane Trilogy and Nitro Fuel will receive these new features right away. And honestly, I can't wait to replay Nitro Fuel again with these new enhancements, since I already feel so nostalgic for the game with all those updates being dropped every month. God, Beanox, hurry up and make a sequel already.
So Johnny, you got a PS5?
Well, Blair, luckily I was able to snag one when they opened their pre-orders unexpectedly on September, which was a pain in the ass since I had to wait so long for the website to let me add it to the cart, and it took me hours till I was able to get one. And now it's impossible to pre-order one, especially since Sony confirmed that there won't be any physical PS5s to pick up at launch. You'd have to pre-order it again when it launches on November 12th online. If not, I mean, there's always eBay, but look at that. Not even camping outside for hours is going to award you a PS5. Also, it's cool that on Astro's Playroom, which is a free game that is included on the PS5, features Crash, Bandicoot, and Aku Aku, along with the T-Rex from Crash 4 as a cameo. But it's nice to see Crash in a PS exclusive game, even if he's just a background character, or maybe a skin, I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Are you guys excited to play these Crash games again on PS5? Were you able to snag a pre-order, or are you going to be waiting for one, or are you just getting one until next year, or not at all? Let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.